Morning. I want to talk about the law of momentum this morning. What is the law of momentum? The law of momentum, think about Isaac Newton. Think about way back, this is the 17th century, right? And Sir Isaac Newton gives these three laws of motion and how an object that is in motion tends to stay in motion, right? An object that's stopped, that is not in motion, tends to stay stopped. That's the law of physics. This is the way the world works. So if you get something rolling, it's more likely to continue rolling. What is the secret to procrastinate, or one secret to procrastination? Because there are more. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk about another one. What is a secret to focus, to getting more things done, to getting big projects done? It's to simply start. Simply start. Once you are moving, you're more likely to continue moving. And this is true in other realms. This is true with my kids. Sometimes it's frustrating walking with them or hiking with them at sometimes, because even though they've got energy and they know they've got more energy than I do most of the time, but if we are walking, they're content with continuing to walk. But I'm very aware, because if they stop anywhere, now all of a sudden they've stopped. Now they can maybe start whining about how they're tired or something else is going on. As long as they're walking, as long as they continue going, everything is fine. This happens in sales, this happens in marketing, this happens, think about it. When was the last time you had some great sales calls and they continue to go well? And it's like you can't do anything wrong. And then shift gears when things are not going right, it's like nothing will go right. Why? Because there's momentum there. We are confident and have confident momentum, or a lack of confidence in certain ways and have momentum that way. Momentum is everything. How can you foster momentum? How can you gain momentum? Here's the key. I'm simply going to say one thing for this morning. That's it. I'm not going to go into depth and a bunch of complexity. I'm going to say one simple thing, and that is get started. That's the key. This is one of the keys to life. If you understand how to get started and how that will continue with momentum, you have one of the keys to be really successful in business. That's it. Today, this is what I want you to do. As soon as you're done this video, even as you're listening to the rest of this video, I want you to start writing things down. Get a pen, get a pencil, get a piece of paper, your computer, whatever it is, tablet, and write this down. Write down what are one or two things, even just one thing. What is one thing for this week that I need to get done that I've been putting off? What's one thing? And then how can I simply start? And that's what I do. I'd start right now, or if you don't start right now, but if you've got something you need to do right now, that's okay. But set aside time in your schedule and simply start it. You don't have to complete it. Just start it. And this is what's going to happen. You start it and you commit 5 minutes to it, and more likely you invest 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 minutes. Or maybe you even go, you know what, I've got some energy here. I'm going to continue doing it. This is fantastic. It's fantastic for focus. It's fantastic for getting actions done, for putting our plan in place. Continue with momentum. Start and then continue with momentum. This is a psychological concept that works with everyone. Again, think about marketing and how it's applied to us. Once you've already purchased something, you're more likely to purchase something else. Once you started the ball rolling somewhere, it continues to go. And I've told you this before. I'm sure that I've had a video within the last, 10 or 20 or 30 here that talk about how if as long as you can get a boulder going down a hill, at the beginning, before it has a lot of momentum, a lot of things can stop it or get in its way or shift it one direction or another. But once a boulder gets going, a round boulder gets going, now nothing's going to get in its way. And that's who we need to become as business owners. Start somewhere. As you start, you'll start to see momentum pick up and you'll see the value. You know this is true. Now put it into practice.